guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sipesihle, but I go by the name of Fish. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning subscribe here because you have subscribed and you are loyal to your girl, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about friends, all things friendship, and I feel like I'm the last person to even be talking about this topic because if you watched my last video, you would have heard that I said that I was never really a relationship type of person, as an intimate friend, any form of relationship. I was never that type of person to engage in it. I feel like I've had friends long enough now to know what I want, what I don't like, what should be happening, what shouldn't be happening. So I'll be giving you guys my 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents about friendship. And yeah, as usual, hopefully you guys will relate. Hopefully you guys will learn something. And yeah, let's go. So I, for one, like I said, in terms of history, I was never a friendship type of person. Yes, I had friends at school, I had friends at church, I had friends at home, but I never really took it seriously. Like, it wasn't a thing of like friendship. It was just a thing of, okay, I'm always in the same classes as you, we're in the same school, so we are friends. We go to the same church, we are friends. We dance together, we are friends. You know, like, it was that type of thing. It was never really a thing that I felt like, you know, it was deep and I had to put like effort into it, or I had to commit to it in any way. When I started going to the church that I go to, I started meeting people, amazing people, and I think that's where I started to learn the whole concept of friendship and what it means when you say someone is your friend. Because like I said, like, because I was used to the whole thing of, we just go to the same church, so we're friends. Like, hey friend, greet you, go home, never talk to you again, only talk to you when I see you again, type of thing. When I met the friends that I had at church, it was like completely different, because they were just like, girl, we are here for your life, talk to us, what are you doing, what's going on, are you okay, like, type of thing. And I was never really used to that. So I met one of my best friends. He was the first person that I was friends with at church, and I was comfortable being friends with him. Like, it was hard, but I was comfortable with the fact that, oh, okay, one friend. Because also I was that type of person to be like, if I have a friend, it's only gonna be one person, because I don't have energy to be entertaining thousands of people. So when I made friends with him, it was cool. I was like, okay, great. But there was a lot of things vele that I wasn't understanding about a friendship. Like, why are you in my case, why are you in my business? But that's because I didn't know that, like, when you say someone is your friend, you invest in them, like, you invest in their lives. As I got older, like, because, you know, your girl is always learning, your girl is always growing, your girl is always realizing, meditating, I started to be interested in making more friends. But how it came about was that, because he was always encouraging me, like, Sesh, make more friends, I can't be your only friend, where are your girlfriends, like, you know, because there's stuff that they would understand that I wouldn't understand. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make more friends. But I wasn't doing anything about it. I was just sitting there like, okay, I'll make more friends, but, you know, the actions are not there. So how it happened that I actually got to have like more friends was that the people that he was friends with put effort into being friends with me. So I was also like the type of person that I was just like, nope, your friends are your friends. They mustn't come to me just because they know you. Then our relationship now, my relationship with them is based on the fact that I know you and you know them, type of thing. Like, I felt like it wasn't mine. Like, you are not here for me. You're just here because I know him, type of thing. So I was very guarded in that sense. Like, if I make friends, it's gonna be my own friends. It was like the plot twist of my life, because the friends that he had were interested in me, like genuinely interested in being friends with me. Because obviously he would introduce me, be like, oh, this is my friend Spesh, whatever. So they'd be like, oh my gosh, hi Spesh, whatever, you're so cool. And I was be like, yeah, you're so cool, nice to meet you, but stay there, don't come here, because here we are not allowing other people's friends to be our friends. I think they put a lot of effort into trying to show me how genuine they are, and how they're like honestly just interested in me and the type of person that I am, and that they like me because they see something in me that they think is cool and they can relate to, and, you know, we could build a friendship from there. So we became friends from there, and I learned a lot from these people, guys. Like, yo, I learned a lot from them, and part of the reason why I'm a better friend now and I'm able to actually friendship is because of them. Because I don't have much of a background of what friendship is or what you must do when you have a friend, what you mustn't do, what is like, stuff like that. I didn't know how to act. Like, I didn't know, must I text you, must I call you, must I check up on you, like, stuff like that. So they did a lot of the friendshipping alone for a while, and I would just like reciprocate, and like, even if sometimes I didn't reciprocate, but I would receive, and they didn't mind constantly pouring until the point that I was able to pour back. So that's the first point that I'm going to make, that in your relationships with your friends, it's not always going to be a 50-50. It doesn't have to be a 50-50. I think that with society these days, it's always an eye for an eye. You give me, I give you. You do this for me, I do it for you. And I think that it's very unrealistic, and I feel like that is not a good description of love. That is not a good description of friendship. I think that you can have an 80-20, sometimes it's 60-40, sometimes it's 30-70. Like, it's never gonna be a 50-50 all the time. So sometimes my friends are not in a space to check up on me or to call me or to, like, support me in something, and that doesn't mean that I shouldn't do the same for them in that season of them being at their lowest or not being able to invest in the friendship as they used to. That's the opportunity for me to put something into the friendship. So if my friend is not in the space of checking up on me, it means that I need to be the one going the extra mile this time and checking up on them instead. It's not always going to be at a point where we're always giving the same amount of effort into the friendship. Sometimes they're going to give less and I have to be able to cover for them, and sometimes I'm going to give less and they need to be able to cover up for me. And that's what I think is the meaning of true love, to be able to love someone whether they're loving you back or not. And I know, like, reciprocation, yes, reciprocation is very important in friendships, but sometimes it's not going to be like that. And just because the other person is not reciprocating doesn't mean they don't love you anymore or the friendship is dead. We should stop making things about ourselves and just sometimes check on our friends and see if they're okay. Secondly, my friends must have my best interest at heart. My friends must care about my spirit, they must care about my well-being, they must care about my heart, they must care about my mind. My friends must pray for me. My friends must be basically a safe haven where I can express myself, where I can say what I'm going through, what I'm thinking about without any judgment. Thirdly, my friends must be supportive. They must be supportive of whatever that I want to do, the same way I would be supportive for whatever they want to do. I think also that lies in your friends actually liking you. Like, your friends must think you're a cool person. Like, if we were not friends, would you still think that I'm cool? Would you still like things that I'm doing? Would you still like the type of person that I am? So I feel like it's important for your friends to actually like you as an individual before they like you as a friend, because that's how it's really easy for you to support your friends, because it's like, you know what, I like this about you, this is very cool, so if you're doing it, if you're pursuing it, then I'm all for it because I think it's genuinely amazing. Another thing is that my friends must not switch up when they get into relationships. I repeat, my friends must not switch up when they get into a relationship. Keep the same energy. Yes, things are going to be different because now there's someone new in your life, and the type of relationship that you have is different from the type of relationship that you have with me, but you must not disappear. You must not neglect the friendship just because you found a boyfriend or you found a girlfriend. That is a no-no. Like, I've had friends in the past that did that, and child, it's not. First of all, if you're neglecting your friends just because you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, it means that that person is not good for you. Because if they were good for you, they would encourage you to still invest in your friendships, to still keep your friends, and also be an individual out of the relationship. So another thing is that you don't know how long that relationship is going to last, because if we're being honest, relationships, today you have someone, tomorrow you don't. So you don't know how long that relationship is going to last. So when it's over, where are you going to go? Because we're not going to be sitting here waiting for you to come back, because it means when you get another person again, you're going to leave. And we can't, like, I can't deal with something like that, like instability, like you're unstable, you are unpredictable. No, I must know for certain that this person is here, irregardless of who comes into their lives next or whatever. I can still count on the fact that we'll be friends. You having a boyfriend shouldn't take away from your friendships. I've honestly never understood why people ditch their friends once they get into a relationship, because I feel like if I had to get into a relationship, I'd need my friends even more because I'd need their guidance. Like, I want to tell them stuff like, yo friend, okay, today this and this happened, what does it mean? Or do you think 1 2 3 4 5 is okay? Like, you need help, you need guidance, like you need people to talk to apart from the person that you're dating. Like, you need another perspective that is outside of your relationship. So how are you relationshiping alone with no one else around you? Makes no sense to me. I don't know how people do it, but could never be me. Another thing that I've learned in friendship is that you're gonna have different friends for different things. Like, you can't expect your one friend or two friends to be in every aspect of your life, or to be able to relate to every aspect of your life. So with my friends, like, I have friends where I know that, okay, if I'm trying to go off, be wild, do crazy things, then I know this is who I go to. If I'm trying to be spiritual, if I'm trying to be in my zone, then I know who to go to. And I love that my friends are different and that I'm able to relate to them differently, because I learn individual things from them. Like, there's something that I take from this relationship, something that I take from that relationship, and I think it just really helps me grow. I've also learned how to love my friends in the way that they want to be loved or need to be loved, instead of doing what I think is okay and what I think I would want, so I think that they would also appreciate it. I've learned to ask questions like, okay, so how do you think I could do better in this sense? Do you like it when I do this? Do you not like it when I do that? Just to learn more about who they are and the things that they would appreciate more. All in all, I think I just learned love, guys. Like, I've learned how to love through my friends. Like, I actually realized that I didn't know what love was. Everything that I thought was love was not love. I've wanted to give up so many times on my friends, give up on the friendship, because I was also just a quitter. Like, you know what, this friendship thing is a lot, I don't even need it, bye. But my friends are not like that. They'd be like, no, we have to work it out, we have to talk about it, we have to fix it. Quitting is not the solution. I've also learned that love could never be a waste of time. Just because you were once friends with someone and you once loved them and now you're not friends anymore and the friendship ended, doesn't mean it was all in vain. All the things that you did, all the time that you invested, all the love that you gave, it was never in vain. And I've also even said that I don't think I'm at the point of making new friends, or investing into another person in terms of friendships, because of how I've realized that, you know what, friendship in itself is a lot of work, and there's a lot that I still need to give, there's a lot that I'm still giving to the friends that I have currently. So I don't know if I have the capacity to bring in one more person. But I think that with love, there's always room for more. Like, there's always room for one more person. There's never a point where you can be like, okay guys, my love jar is finished now, like I've got no more love to give, no more cup to fill up, because I feel like the more that you love is the more love that you generate. Like, it will never run out, like ever. So there's always room for more. But I think that now I'm just more careful in terms of who I think is worth investing that in. I think in general we must just love people, but these low-key levels to this thing. So yeah, I would say that I'm always open now to having friends. My best friend told me that, like, you must always be open to giving love, you must always be open to meeting new people. And yeah guys, I'm very grateful for my friends. You guys are gonna see them, I'm gonna keep inviting them to my channel. Hopefully we can make time for that, because I know it's not easy. But yeah, I just see the love of God through my friends. Like, every time I'm with my friends and we have a good time, or we talk, or whatever, spend time with each other, I always remember that, you know what, God loves me because he gave me these people. Like, these people are in my life. How could God not love me? How could God not even exist? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.